Okay, so today I'm going to discuss with you some of the conceptual things about observability and traceability. So there's one keyword which you might be hearing a lot, and that is called observability. Right? Have you hear this keyword?
Yeah, I
Have you?
have.
Yeah. So nowadays we are
Yes, I have.
using this keyword. Yeah. Yeah. So nowadays we are hearing this keyword a lot. So what does that mean? So observability means collecting uh, matrices. Okay, collecting a matrices, collecting the logs, and then collecting the traces. Okay, so these are the things we are going to collect, and so you have all the matrices, all the logs, all the traces, and then on top of it, you have dashboard. You dashboard, and you in fact you do the explorations of the data of all this, you know uh, of matrices, logs, and traces, and alerts. So this is something which we do that. So observability is one of the process in which we collect the metrics, we collect the logs, we collect the traces, and then we explore the data. We create a dashboard, and do the alerts. So this is something which we do a lot in today's SRE worlds, actually operations and SRE world. Now, when we say matrices, so then matrices is maybe from the infra matrices. Infra matrices means your server matrices. You get it. For example, CPU, RAM, a hard disk, and stuff like that, network and all. So this is something which you have, all this stuff, input, output, and all stuff like that. Now, when we say,
What would you say? What would you say?
Migul, your voice is breaking for me
I
actually.
have a quick question.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Please tell
how's
me.
it now?
Yeah, it's much better, I guess, from last.
Yeah, my question is, what is the difference? What is it? What would you say the difference is between metrics and logs?
Yes, that's what I'm going to tell you. Yeah. So matrices which we something which we have
Okay.
like a CPU, something like a RAM, something like hard disk matrices, network matrices, input and output matrices. So something like this. You have from the infra matrices. You can also say like Apache matrix. You have Apache servers, web servers, or something like that. You want to have a matrix from that. Nginx matrix, MySQL matrix, Tomcat matrix. So these are the matrices which you have from the tools also. Now, when we say logs, then it can be your applications log. Okay, it can be Linux log, it can be Windows log, it can be network log. So all these logs which you see that is stored in the files, so those are the logs which we want to collect and store it. Now, when we say traces, this is something which we are
Okay.
focusing in this session. So when we say traces, that means what? So guys, traces can be collected in a various ways. Okay, one of the traces which we call it APM traces, APM trace. One of the trace which we call it a synthetic trace. Okay, synthetic trace. One of the traces
Okay.
we call it a RAM trace. Okay, so these are the different types of traces which we have: APM trace, synthetic trace, RAM trace. RAM means what? RAM means real user monitoring. Okay, so our session is mainly focus on the traces, right? uh, Mainly focus on the open tracing. And but yes, if you want to understand the observability, these are the things we have to collect as well. So we have to collect all the matrices, logs, traces, different types of traces like APM traces, synthetic traces, RAM traces, and then store in the some backend. Okay, so These traces will be stored in the backend. Now the backend, which is important. Okay, stored in the backend, and after the backend, using the backend UI, you can explore the data. You can create a dashboard. You can create alerts. Okay. Now we want to know list of
Okay. The
backends
next
for
simple
the
question.